for a relationship question? Speaking of choices.
This one's
Let's see if I can read today.
okay.
I overheard my boyfriend said he chose the wrong girl. For context, me and my boyfriend have been together for in total of 8 years. We went between mutual friends while we were still in school, and he had just moved to my town to go to college. We were friends for 2 years before we started dating. The reason for this is because, one, I was too scared to make a move, and secondly, he was in love with one of our mutual friends. Ooh. After she got a boyfriend, he moved on to liking me, and we have been dating ever since. Like, Saturday was his birthday, and he told me he's never been thrown a surprise party and would like to experience one. I worked all week before Saturday, his birthday, planning and inviting people, getting reservations, buying a cake, etc. I asked his best friend to hang out with him for most of the day so I can set up and get everyone to get here to hide for the surprise. The birthday party was a success, and he was smiling the whole time. He had snuck off with his best friend somewhere, and I wanted to find him so we could sing happy birthdays and cut the cake. As I was walking down the highway, I heard him and his friend talking, so I kept walking toward their voices. I heard him tell his friend that he should have kept trying with the mutual friend. He told him that he should have been the man that was engaged to her and not her now fiance. He said that he hated waking up to me, and he wished that our mutual friend was the one that threw him the first surprise party. Why? He said that he felt disgusted every time he had to kiss me or hold me because he knew our mutual friend should have been in his arms instead. Whoa! He said that he felt like he was stuck in our relationship and that he would end up having to marry me. He said that our mutual friend... You were hearing a lot of this. He said that our mutual friend was better than me and looks from head to toe, and said she's the most gorgeous girl I've ever seen. I went back to the party and told everyone I couldn't find him, that we would have to wait for him to come back. When he came back, he gave me a hug and kiss on my head and told me he loved me. I didn't want to ruin his party, so I went along with it. He doesn't know that I know he doesn't honestly love me. I just been going along with everything. I honestly don't want to break up with him. I just want to know how I can make him fall in love with me. I don't know what I did to make him feel so unhappy, so I would like to know how to make my boyfriend fall in love with me, or should I just give up on our relationship? He is the first boyfriend I ever had, and I'm scared to start dating at my age.
How old is she again?
What is her age again?
25.
She's 25 now?
Yeah.
So they've been dating for 8 years?
And 20, the guy's 27.
8 years, that's high school sweetheart.
Yeah, basically.
Damn.
You have a lot of life ahead of you. Just
baby girl, terminate that still.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll let it.
Yeah.
That's descriptive. He didn't just say, nah, I'm not feeling her like.
But I'm like, how long were you listening to their conversation?
Long enough.
She's probably in shock though. She probably went like, whoa, and then,
But it kept going. Like, ugh.
Yeah, I mean,
you could say that in one sentence.
I mean,
you see, bro, random, crazy.
Yeah.
I'll just say, sometimes certain things are not said, but because of one thing, it turns into exponential things that were never said.
right.
So just, I'm not saying that she's lying here.
No, but I mean, like, if she was over here, she could have been listening to him talking to the friend and be like, yo, honestly, I hate it here. And dude could be like, why? What's happening? It's like, yo, what's her name's doing a birthday party for me, and honestly, every day I wake up to her and it's like, why am I even here? Yo, I miss so-and-so. And
Damn.
honestly, I wish she was the one who was doing all of that. But she's the better one out of the two, if you really ask me. Damn. That's like one sentence right there.
Sometimes, but here's the thing. Some people,
that's one sentence.
But this is the thing. Some women and men, I'll say it because we'll just put it, make sure we're not picking a side here.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Hear what they want to say. Like, they hear what they want to hear.
Right.
and just because that person said this, it obviously to them, it's obviously feels like, well, that means you probably mean this too, and this too, and this too,
right,
and it becomes exponentially, and it's like it was never the case. It was just just I just don't like this.
Right.
He's like, you don't like this because you don't like me, and because you don't like me, you probably don't like all these parts of me. You probably don't like all this food. I just don't like that plate.
No, I don't like that specific thing.
Yeah, but
based off this, if she heard all of that,
yeah.
I said literally the whole thing in one sentence. Like,
yeah, it's not.
She gotta cut ties.
It's not a good decision, especially if you're second fiddle. Second fiddle.
Listen, girl, the first part we have to acknowledge is the fact that he is yearning for somebody else. That's one.
Yearning, like.
He is upset at the fact that
one girl can satisfy her.
Right?
Him.
He's upset at the fact that he didn't pick her, and he's jealous and envious of the mutual friend's fiance.
You make me want
that part, yeah.
Start a new relationship with you. Return to relationship.
Yeah. But I think it's also rejection. He can't handle the rejection that he has faced.
Right.
You was my best friend.
And
I can smell a wedding crash out of him. Yeah. He'd be like, does anyone object? And he's just like, yes, you know what? Nah.
And the fact that even the homie, he can share that with the homie.
Nah, I love her. You don't treat her like... What are you talking to her? This is my woman. Nah, get off me.
It's mine.
Right?
No.
That'd be sounding like
please.
Straight delusion.
The different world. Kadeem was the guy.
Kadeem Hardison, yeah.
No, please.
Baby, please.
Man, ball out for murder. Murder, boy. Murder, no. Murder, boy.
And then Whitney ended up marrying him. That's and the guy's at the altar just like... Guys just like,
yo.
Scenario for those watching.
Yo,
what?
I paid all this money,
right?
And
for your ex to come here. What am I gonna do with the cake?
And mind you,
what am I gonna do with the
The only reason why she was marrying him was because of finance.
The groomsman's go jumping.
Yo, that's crazy.
Financially, they were on par.
Scenario: what would you do if at your wedding day, if you decide to have one, someone's ex just crashes the party, but they end up leaving with that ex?
Oh, the bill's yours.
Oh, because you're walking with the bill.
You're walking with the bill.
No,
I'm not paying.
I'm suing.
Because clearly the deed was done not with me.
No, it's true. No,
you walking with the bill. That's yours.
You know what would be crazy? What? I think some people would be in such shock that like they would stay at the stage for until everybody leaves.
Leave me at the altar.
Leave me. Yeah. We're not getting married. That would suck.
You're just like what?
Runaway bride or groom.
What? Everyone's just that's embarrassing. Everyone's just looking at you. Remember, you're at the elevation, so everyone below is just looking up to you like. Whoa.
Listen,
that's a real.
Sometimes
real,
that's peak. Not sometimes
that's real.
Right.
What?
Because you know what it also kind of says, you're not actually aware of who you're talking to.
Yeah.
Because how do you not know the feelings of these people?
Wow. Some people know to hide it well.
Really?
Some people know how to hide it well.
Really?
Some people know how to hide it well. I'm just saying.
Really?
No, but some people know how to hide it well. It depends.
Do they know how to hide it, or the other person? Depends how long your
relationship.
Or the person doesn't know how to ask good questions.
I see some people that get married for the money and they hide it well. Some people go for the papers and they hide it well. I know you, baby. Use my one and only. And
yeah, but those people, you already know that they already are head over the heels for themselves to be loved. Same with the people with the money. They don't see that the person is trying to get their money because they keep handing money out. They never stopped.
What about for papers?
They never stopped.
But I mean,
they never stopped the money.
They
never stopped flowing the money to see if it was actually true. This person is really not with me for my money. Let me just stop having money.
And see,
what happens. Are they gonna stay here? Is their attitude gonna change?
I'm just gonna say
that is for those listening. That's a good test.
I'm gonna tell you. You know, it's a good test if she doesn't eat McDonald's fries. If she doesn't eat McDonald's fries, you're gonna have a tough day. I'm joking. I'm talking.
Right? You go from fancy and then all of a sudden McDonald's. And
no, like sometimes
having a fit.
If she doesn't know how to eat food on the go, like we're on the road, let's stop and get something and.
Yeah.
I think that's quite difficult.
Instead of like dining into a restaurant, let's reserve.
No, I'm not saying not to dine. You can dine.
But like it depends.
I don't want to be like those podcasters that say what a woman and women can. I don't want to be like that. But at the same time,
I just think it's whatever attribute you think that the issue may be, right? So say for example, the guy who is interested in me isn't couch surfing. Okay?
Oh.
Right?
Okay.
So if I say, nah, you can't sleep over tonight, is he going to start bugging out and whiling on me now? And be like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? I'm always at your place. Who you got to have in your house now? It's like, nah, I just want the house to
Where am I going to sleep?
Exactly.
Oh.
So it's like, then you're going to be like seeing certain things, you know, blah, blah, blah. And then on top of it, lifestyle-wise, you're going to start seeing certain things. How the person reacts, how they're going to behave, what their next choices, how they're choosing to do certain stuff. If all of a sudden they start closing themselves off from you because one day you said, no, I'm not going to have my house open and available for you.
That says it all.
That says it right there.
You know what's kind of scary when you think about it?
That will solve the question. You just get a hotel for the night. I mean,
you know what's scary nowadays? I think we're going to be in a world where that whole speak now or forever hold your peace thing is going to be like the coldest, like it's gonna be like a reality series. You ever see like reality series where it's like Love is Blind, where it's like yes, say yes,
right.
Or I will or whatever, and it's like I think Speak Now Forever Hold Your Peace is gonna be a
like
and
that,
eventually that's quiet and this
the suspense.
We're waiting for 5 seconds, and someone might say I object.
You're like,
or does someone bust through the door? Some people are just waiting for that time to be like, nope, I was with her last week.
Your heart just goes
to nope.
For us, like if that happens,
you know, he has kids. Or nope, you're walking something. You know what I mean?
Like Z for us, like our heart will drop to our balls if that happened. If anyone, do you object this marriage? It's just a dun 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 dun.
Or like, hello, hi, hello, hi. Can you imagine you're just there and there's
what? Heart to the balls, bam.
Like, you don't remember me?
That gut feeling. Oh,
you don't remember me?
Wait.
Do you remember me? You didn't see me last week?
No, honestly.
It was last week?
No. You didn't see me? At the bachelor party, you don't remember me? You're just going to go get married and not tell me?
If I was holding something, I would have been like...
That is
You remember last night? What is it, Mike Myers? When called you... I'm looking at the groomsman. Groomsman's like, yo. You don't remember me? Huh?
I think I would pull off.
Excuse me?
I'll pull off a good acting feint. I'll be like,
not acting feint.
The Vogue feint. Try to break your fall before you drop. No, but you gotta drop hard. You gotta drop hard. You can't just Vogue.
You can't be fainting, period.
I can't do the Vogue way.
Oh my gosh.
You gotta drop hard. You gotta drop hard.
That is so wrong.
Boom. Like your head has to bounce off the floor. Like,
hey, yo.
I cannot recall. No one.
Whole head bop mash up.
Yo, that's hilarious.
Or even if you're gonna fade, like fade off the stage. Like just change.
This is crazy. What I'm more concerned about is the fact that you're not cussing the person for interrupting your marriage.
No,
okay.
Change the
it depends on the stream out though.
Change the directory.
Exactly. Change it to what the hell are you doing?
You have to do those feints where it's like if you have a couple stairs. You have to do those feints where you're just like,
I cannot.
Like you gotta dive with it. You gotta tumble off, but you gotta break your fall.
No.
Like you gotta drop.
This is just wrong.
You gotta drop with your like.
Oh
This is how you know it's like a real drop, and you're like out, drop with like your hands inside. Like, like catch your fall with like your wrists. And just,
this is
and
horrible.
Just drop on your face.
Y'all.
You know what I mean?
So bad. We do not condone this.
Yeah, drop,
the views are not a shared view on the podcast.
You gotta drop hard, lay out in a planking position. So it's like, everybody go, oh
my
like,
gosh.
Now the more concern is you. It's not like, it's not about the person
Switch
anymore.
the attention.
Change the trajectory of
a strategy
of that situation.
That is a strategy. Remember, guys.
Or if you're gonna fall back on the heels. Like all 5
but then when you have to wake up now and your wedding is still not finished because you still haven't signed the papers.
Yo, you just have to stay asleep.
Stay on the ground.
Is she gone yet?
One eye open, just.
Is she gone yet?
Like your feet are just on
No,
the ground.
Man has to tap you like you're good still. You're good. You're good still. You're good. You can get up.
Ma'am, sir, please vacate this arena, this area.
So lady,
either that or I'll do the light. Like I'll step back a little, and then I'll just run. No, it's just
Stop running! Why are we running now?
that will be funny because you'll see the stage trying to because they're the dress shoes
just a light jog and just.
Are you gonna see the ankle socks them and then the design socks and run off?
So bad. Oh my gosh. What we're not doing is any of this. This is madness.
That's mad runaway groom.
Funny.
Listen, I think sit down. Let me finish this
There's
wedding.
too much stakes nowadays when it comes to marriage or anything. I want to get married, but like, there's so much things you gotta be careful of. Like, speak now, forever hold your peace. When you see your bride, you gotta cry now.
Not you have to cry.
Not everybody can cry on spot like that.
Gosh.
You know what I mean? Not everybody can cry on spot. Like,
does that mean you actually like the girl? Like, dang.
no, but you might love the girl, but you don't have to cry to like it. And see, that's the problem, man.
No, like you don't have to be like in full like Will Smith tears. Like,
you have to turn the veil
and
the makeup is
reference Will Smith.
What if you turn the veil? What if you turn the veil when they lift the veil off and the makeup is like
off?
Oh,
I mean, that's part of the fact that when you guys are getting married, you're supposed to be looking this stuff.
This is the day you want to
change
things up.
Stop this. Stop this.
You're gonna embarrass me?
This is why you're supposed to get these plans together.
Why you should stay at Sephora? Now you went to Mac and
together.
You got a whole new face now.
Oh my gosh.
You went to Mac. You got brand new. You wanted to get a $5,000 makeup, and look. I can't.
You're gonna embarrass us on our wedding day for these people? For your mama, my mama, daddy?
Stop this.
Embarrass us?
Stop this. It's through the teeth, man.
Through
the teeth.
I'm talking nonsense. I swear this will never be the case. But
it's a reality for some people, though.
I don't see. It's if you want to do it, do what you want to do. If you want to cry, but now you got to cry. You got to write your own vows.
Wow.
You got to write your own vows. Like,
why is it now you have to cry?
I got to write my own vows. Okay. Sorry.
I love you. I cherish you. You are everything to me. I cannot wait for. Do you need a template? At this point, we have Chat GPT.
If you use Chat GPT at your wedding,
love of mine,
need a neck slap to the back.
Can you imagine?
Say it through your heart. Don't ask AI nothing.
Listen, but clearly, it's a problem.
Oh.
Clearly, it's an issue.
Dear love of mine, my.
If y'all could only see, Jay Hunter got a whole paper in hand while the phone is in the other hand.
It's supposed to be the mic. Dear love of mine, my Clementine.
Trying to.
You age like wine.
Not you age like wine.
And I want you to be mine. But I want.
Not editing on stage. Okay, all right.
Roses are red. Violets are blue.
Wow.
I need. What was it? Whoops.
The feedback.
You don't know how much I need you.
Oh my god. This is hilarious. This is some people's weddings, guys. Like, at least
you mean so much to me.
This is real.
You are a pivotal part of my life.
You know how.
You know when the tears are coming. You're a pivotal part of my life. But you're crying because you just know you're looking up, just mean. I am so happy that you are part of my life. Okay. It's like somebody's trying to clap. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. It's like, yo,
so
he
funny.
did it himself, and the pastor, all right, guys.
And imagine reading all that, and someone just goes, "He has my baby. I was with him."
All that. He's like, I read on Chat GPT. You did it.
Oh,
Your Chat GPT.
Wait a minute.
Can you imagine someone did a song?
That'd be rough.
Someone did a song. It's like, my whole life has changed. Since you came in. That's genuine.
Oh.
You know what?
No, I'm going to see how it continue. My whole life has changed since you came in. I knew back then you were my number special one. What?
It's saying it while you say it, though. That would be so wrong.
Special one.
Yo,
Word for word.
that will be. Can you imagine?
That person's very rude. Very rude at that
And
wedding.
that's the same person that's gonna be like, "Speak now, or forever hold your peace."
It's just
And that person's like, "No, that's a terrible vow. You gotta do one better. Revise it and edit it."
What actually does happen when that happens, though?
What?
When someone says, like, forever hold your peace moment, what happens in the middle of the wedding when that happens?
I don't know.
I
just remember it getting silent. And people
Like,
are like...
Because people do... the question really... It's a long question, right? For people who actually know the phrase. I believe it is something where it's like, for somebody who believes that these two should not get married.
Yeah, speak now.
Speak now or forever hold your peace. So there's a reason. They actually state the reason why.
Yeah.
You should state it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I object because...
You know, maybe someone's violent.
It is for papers.
There
Them
we
no
go.
love you, it's papers.
Right.
Them want to get citizenship.
Right.
Come on, Taya.
Green card then.
Right.
A green card, boy, that.
And imagine the person who they consider as uncle or tanti is really the wife or husband. So
Oh. And with that,
Yeah, that's a wrap.
that's geez.
Hey, idiot boy, don't worry, that is your cousin. Sorry, what's that?
it's like, well,
What?
Oh.
yeah, who they keep saying is auntie and uncle is really a husband or wife.
Wow. That's mix up right there.
No, don't do it. Him try to marry last week.
No, that's funny.
He's like, you sure? Yeah, man. Him that.
I can't.
You sure?
Not at the
Yeah, man. He's trying to man in and no.
Yo,
Can you imagine?
a whole conversation? It's my wedding day. What are you guys?
It's
back and forth.
Then one day they tell me from by the suit. We never know, say her, a 4 girl you chat to same time. He's like, can you imagine? He's like, oh, true that. All right. Oh, all right. Well, pass up. Run, go say one prayer. And let's send we out our
And everything.
Can you imagine?
But nah, the
hilarious.
outro. Get someone else. Trying to move on.
Another thing I'm going to say, or just one thing I want to say to my wife and whoever's wife and thing, please, because I know they ask, most of the time they usually ask the guy saying I do and say I will or whatever. For, in the name of Jesus Christ of Nazareth,
Okay.
please respond quickly.
Oh.
Please respond quickly when they ask you that question. Do not make your man's heart palpitate by just delaying the I do. Because I see someone like, I do, I just wanted to make you sweat.
Yo, that's
Listen
nice.
to me.
That's hilarious.
That is not nice.
Blood pressure high, man starts sweating profusely. It's already not easy to be standing there on the line knowing that we're waiting for you to walk down the aisle and you're going to be late, but we love you. You know? It's just society's way of things, I assume. I hope. But,
I mean, See, and this goes back to you. I hope you guys actually know and are really having these conversations of who you're marrying.
Yes. Karen, let's just wrap this up.
But did we actually give our advice to the young?
Yeah, run away.
Yeah, she
Bunny,
wow.
take your horse and run him.
Wow.
Bunny.
I mean, why doesn't she just ask the question? Why do any of these people ever just have these conversations first with the person?
Because, down on me night, chat on phone with girl one night. You know me sight, you know that not right. That's a big one actually.
Yeah, I want to fight.
Was a Maca Diamond? What were we? Yo, what year was that? Grade 10? But anyway, you guys.